Make today iconic.
What is up, guys? It's Upcom Sports here with a Cleveland Cavaliers super realistic rebuild, part 1 of this series. Here are the objectives for the Cavs. Obviously, we want to tank and be bad and get some top picks because right now there's not much talent on the roster. But if you guys are new to the channel, do know that I use Trade Override to make most of my trades. And this is not to cheat or help myself out. This is to give a more realistic outlook on what a team can do. And you guys can obviously disagree with the trades or agree with them. Either way, I'm going to explain why I do each and every big trade. Some of the smaller trades I won't really explain too much. But this is the roster for the Cavs right now. They're 12-46 on the season. Absolutely horrible. I think only the Knicks are worse and maybe the Suns. But I'm going to have a top pick. Kevin Love had been injured for most of the season, but he is back now. Jordan Clarkson having a career year, ex-Laker, but Colin Sexton also having a really nice rookie season. He's going to be nice. Cedi Osman, supposedly the next semi-LeBron, but we'll see what happens with him. And also, I am going to be using storylines for the draft. If you guys don't know what this is, basically, it just adds some more randomness and unexpected events to the draft. So anyone can turn out to be a different overall than I actually put in the draft. So it's going to be interesting to use that. But I'm also going to be using player mentorship. And this is a pretty cool new feature that 2K added for this season's game or this year's game. And it is young players can be mentored by older players. Like Cedi can be mentored by Kevin Love to learn his badges, which I think is really cool. And we'll do this every year, but I won't show this every year. So here's the rotation for the Cavs. Colin Sexton obviously going to get a bulk of the minutes. Clarkson also a lot of minutes. Kevin Love is back. Hopefully he doesn't impact winning a lot. But we do have a lot of injuries. Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, who probably won't even play. And Larry Drew is the coach. So for this season, Giannis is going to win the MVP for the Bucks. Rookie of the Year, Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, Defensive Player, and Mike Budenholzer, Coach of the Year. But taking out the all defensive teams, all NBA teams, we're going to have no one except Colin Sexton on the all-rookie first team. Pretty good season for Colin Sexton. Did not expect that before the draft. But, yeah, we were one of the worst teams in the East. But not as bad as I would have hoped. The Bulls actually were worse than us towards the end of the season. So we'll have maybe 3 or 4 in the draft projected. Hopefully we can jump up. But Clarkson actually led us in scoring. He is a walking bucket. If you guys have not seen him play, he is a walking bucket. But everyone else doing okay. So in the finals, it is going to be a Warriors-Raptors finals, which usually happens in 2K this year. And the Warriors are going to sweep the Raptors. Curry is the finals MVP. And in the draft lottery, we're projected the 4th pick. I know it says to the Hawks, but it is top 10 protected. So we actually jump up to the number 1 overall pick. That is going to be insane. We're going to take Zion, obviously, consensus number 1 pick. So with the first overall pick, we're obviously going to take Zion Williamson. He's an athletic monster, power forward / small forward out of Duke, 6'7", 285. I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of Zion, so no need for an explanation right there. And I didn't realize we had the Rockets pick, but we do, and it is at 21. So we're going to select Charles Bassey out of Western Kentucky. A center, looks like a really solid center. Don't know too much about him, but he looks like a good prospect. And for our first trade of the video, I am going to send Tristan Thompson to the Washington Wizards. He's still a really good center. 1 year left on his deal, but the Wizards have absolute garbage at center right now. They have Ian Mahimi and Joakim Noah, both 71 overalls. So they're going to give us a protected pick. This first round pick is going to be protected in 2020, 2021, and possibly 2022. And if we don't get it by 2021, then I think it's going to turn into 2 seconds. Here is the roster after the offseason. Still got Kevin Love on this team. He's our best player, but we might be moving him. Probably not this season. Maybe next offseason we'll move Kevin Love if he has a really good season. We're going to hope that he gets his trade value up. But Colin Sexton, Clarkson, Zion is going to be at the 3 for right now. Kevin Love, Larry Nance said he's going to be our 6th man. So definitely getting a lot of young pieces added to this team. Hopefully we make the playoffs because the Hawks have our first round pick. So, and here at the All-Star break, Kevin Love is an All-Star again. That is good news. Getting his trade value up. Hopefully he doesn't get injured though. And here at the trade deadline, we're going to check out how we're doing. And we're currently the 8th seed in the playoffs, so we're not too bad right now. And if we make the playoffs, that would be an absolute wonderful thing. We don't have our first round pick, so there's no incentive for us losing. So for this season, Stephen Curry is going to win the MVP for the Warriors, averaging 33. Zion is going to win Rookie of the Year, averaging some impressive numbers, especially on defense. 2 steals and almost 2 blocks per game. So that is nice. And all NBA teams, Zion Williamson is going to be on the All NBA 3rd team. Don't think that would happen in real life, but I do think he could put up similar numbers. Checking out the standings, we did actually make the playoffs, which is kind of surprising. I thought we would maybe be like a 10 or 11 seed, but we do get in as the 8th seed. The Wizards were actually really bad. Good thing their pick is heavily protected, but Tristan Thompson had a really nice season for them, averaging 13 rebounds a game and almost 10 points. But Colin Sexton with a really nice improvement, almost averaging 20 points per game, our top scorer. Kevin Love, 17, almost 18 points per game and 9 rebounds. Pretty good right there and great shooting percentages. Checking out the team stats on offense, we were about middle of the pack, and on defense, we were top 10. So here in the first round, we are playing the Sixers, which we're probably going to get swept. But we actually win game 1, so that's pretty good right there. I doubt we're going to even compete, though, after this. 1-1 now. And we actually win game 3, 2-1. It is still NBA 2K, and we're up 3-1. I really don't get this at all. The Sixers are a way better team than us right now. And they are going to force a Game 7. Watch us blow a 3-1 lead. That and Kevin Love got injured, so he won't play in this game. So we should be losing this one against the Sixers in Philadelphia. Don't know how we took them to 7, but Colin Sexton in this one, we do lose 104-92. Had a pretty bad game. No one really scoring for us. And Ben Simmons, a nice game. They also drafted Bol Bol. I don't know how. I guess he was still available at 26. So in these finals, it is going to be Thunder Celtics finals. Kind of unusual for the second season, but it looks like the Thunder are going to win, and they do in 6 games. Paul George finals MVP. So in this draft lottery, looks like the Wizards are actually really bad. They're going to have maybe the number 1 pick. They actually get the number 1 pick, but it is a protected pick, so we'll probably end up getting 2 seconds. And here for the second trade of this video, Kevin Love had a really nice season, especially with his shooting percentages. So we're going to capitalize on his trade value while it's at its highest right now. And the Jazz don't have a power forward whatsoever. They signed Kemba Walker last free agency. So this would mean they would be going all in. And they would have a big 4 of Kemba, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, and Kevin Love. That would be absolutely nasty. And Donovan Mitchell is restricted, so they don't have to pay him right now. So we do get a couple of first-round picks. So with the Jazz pick at 24, we're going to select Kellen Grady, a shooting guard out of Davidson. So we all know what happened last time. Davidson guard was selected in the first round, turned into Stephen Curry. Hopefully that happens again. And here's the roster after the offseason. Zion is up to an 84. He is going to be moved to the 4 again. We did sign Kelly Oubre to a 3-year deal, about 13 mil a year. So not too bad. I do like Kelly Oubre a lot. And yeah, we're really going really young right now. Don't think we're going to make the playoffs, but who knows? We do have Zion and Sexton. So that may be enough in the East to get us to an 8th spot again. But yeah, we're looking really nice. I like where this team is headed. We'll probably take some more wings in the next draft because we're not too heavy right there. And here at the All-Star break, looks like Zion did make the All-Star team. Probably averaged the same amount of numbers, so makes sense. Moving on to the trade deadline, we're going to check out how we're doing. We just beat the Hawks, and currently we're actually this number 7 seed, so we're not too bad, but we are under 500. That shows you how bad the East is, but hopefully we can maintain it and make the playoffs again. So in this season, Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double, winning the MVP for the Thunder, and James Wiseman for the Wizards, Rookie of the Year. They did have the number 1 pick, so again, as I said, not too much risk in that Tristan Thompson trade because that pick's protected, heavily protected. It's probably going to turn into 2 second-round picks. But Zion Williamson making the All-NBA second team makes sense. Getting a lot more touches without Kevin Love. And taking out the standings, we did make the playoffs again, this time the 7th seed. We want to see that improvement every season. The Wizards did not make the playoffs, but the Bucks, we are going to be playing them in the first round. Definitely a deadly team. Colin Sexton with another big season. Clarkson, nice scoring from him. Everyone else doing pretty well. But checking out the conference standings for the Jazz, I am interested how they did. They actually did not make the playoffs, but it looks like Kevin Love did get injured. So some bad luck right there for the Jazz. So here in the first round against the Bucks, I doubt we're going to make some noise, but last season we did take the Sixers to 7, and we actually win game 1 again. This is crazy. 1-1 now. No way we beat this team. 2-1 we're up, actually. I don't know how we're doing this at all. I guess Zion is really a monster, but 2-2 now. 3-2 we do go down, so we'll see if we can force a game 7 here. If we can't, then that'll be fine. I do want to get some gameplay in here, though. And it looks like we might force a game 7. And we are going to force a game 7, winning by 10. So we'll simcast this game 7. Oubre seems to get injured a lot, though. And it is in Milwaukee. So if we can pull this off, that would be crazy. Close game in the 4th. I might hop in. Close game here in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes left. 5-point game. We're going to try to get some buckets here. I am going to play this one since it's really early in the series. Doesn't really matter. But we do go to the line here. Colin Sexton blowing by Eric Bledsoe. So hopefully we can knock these down. 89 free throw rating for Colin Sexton. That is huge. First one goes down. Second one to make it a 3-point game. And it's good. So we'll see what the Bucks do here. Giannis is not on the floor. I don't know why. He might have gotten injured or fouled out. But Bledsoe trying to cook us. Great defense. We're right there. And he somehow still hits that. Okay, let's try to go to Zion in the post maybe. See what he can do. And it looks like he has a little bit of a mismatch. They're going to double. Cedi Osman wide open for 3. And that's good from deep. Cedi Osman. So we're down 2 here. We got to play some defense. They get it to Bledsoe. We got to play some nice defense here. Great defense right there from Colin Sexton. No way that goes in. Absolutely horrible from Bledsoe. 20 seconds left. 2-point game. We cannot choke this. Pick and roll with Zion. We'll see if we can get some separation. Colin Sexton is fast, but pump fake here. No way. I tried to pump fake. Wow. 4-point game here. We don't really have a chance, but Cedi for 3. Kind of open, lightly contested, and he drains another one. Cedi Osman with back-to-back huge 3s. What a game. We're going to foul Bledsoe here. See if he can miss one. Cedi Osman. I did not know he was that nice. But 2-point game here. Can he miss? He does miss that one. Call a timeout. 3 seconds left. We're going to go to the hot hand. We're going to get it to Cedi Osman again. Same shot. Oh, it wasn't open. Drive in. Open. Kind of open mid-range. And he hits that one again. Cedi Osman. No way, bro. What is going on here? What the? 0.3 seconds. No way they get a shot off. And we're going to overtime. So I'm probably going to simcast that. But Cedi Osman just single-handedly carried us into overtime. So here in OT, we are simcasting. It looks like we do have a pretty big lead in overtime, but we do win actually 127-119. So we'll check out the box score. Bledsoe with 17. Yeah, it looks like Giannis did get injured, so that's why he was not out there. We probably would have lost if Giannis did not get injured, but we did get lucky here. Connaughton with a nice game. No one else really stepping up, but Colin Sexton with a big game. 28, 4, and 12 with 1 steal. 28 and 14 for Zion. Seti with 14 in the game, and he hit 8 points, 8 huge points in the fourth. What a huge upset over the Bucks in round 1. Now we're playing the Brooklyn Nets. Don't know who they have on their team, but we do lose game 1. Tied up 1-1 and 2-1 now. Can we tie it up again? We do. Big game right here, but the Nets do take it. Can we force another game 7? We are at home for this game, and it looks like we are going to force another one in a blowout. So game 7 again, back-to-back in Brooklyn this time. Can we force a close game? And it looks like it's kind of close, but we are going to lose here by only 3 points. So a very successful playoffs, I would say. Colin Sexton with 27. Zion with an absolute monster stat line, doing a little bit of everything. But this team had D'Angelo Russell with a big game. Dinwiddie, Ross, Derek Favors, who got injured. So it is going to be a Nuggets-Sixers finals. Kind of a weird finals again. The Sixers did sweep the Nets, so that's kind of satisfying. But the Sixers are going to win in 7. Ben Simmons finals MVP. Can Zion take the Cavs to the promised land? Can the Cavs make smart decisions and build through the draft? Make sure to watch part 2 to find out. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment on the road to 300 subscribers.